Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. Welcome to my channel. In this video we want to learn how we can detect the person in front of our camera or webcam or phone's device camera and detect the person and put a collider or any object we want in the position of that person. Okay, let's stop this scene and we need to know that we need to use the OpenCV for Unity and go to the examples and use the pre-made examples of the OpenCV, and in here the main modules we have DNN, and finally we need to use the mobile net SSD example. In here we have two kinds of examples, which are predefined image or runtime image from our webcam. Okay, now if we play this scene, we will see it doesn't work. But there is an error which says, okay, try to find this PDF, set up DNN module.pdf, and follow the instruction. What is the instruction? Let's go to the assets, streaming assets, DNN, and set up DNN module, streaming assets, DNN, and set up DNN module. If you open it, we will see different links of various examples of DNN family in OpenCV. So because we used mobile net SSD webcam, so we need to find it in here. Where is the mobile? This guy. First, we need to download these assets and follow the instruction of them. First, download this guy, GitHub, this image, save links, and download in here. Okay, and then download this guy. Okay, and put it here. Oh, I don't want to download it. Maybe. Oh, it has been saved. Okay, and also download this guy and save it in the downloads folder. Okay, it's fine. First, we need to copy that image and this cafe model and this project mobile net SSD deploy dot proto.txt into the DNN folder. Okay, let's go to our downloads and copy these files or import them directly to our streaming assets DNN folder. Okay, let's start again. Perfect, it works. As you can see, it can detect a person or another object. For example, the person, a chair. Ah, it's something strange, you know. Example, something like this, or my dear lion. Oh, it's dog. It's cat. Yeah, perfect. It is cat. Okay, now we want to make a restriction for our detection system to just detect the persons, or detect others but only demonstrate the person icon. Okay, Now I want to make another scene because I don't want to ruin this example. Save as and go to the scenes. I call it person detection. Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. Now the next step is we need to come here in the quad. We have a script it's called DNN Object Detection Webcam Texture and Webcam Texture to Matte. This is the mechanism for turn on our webcam or device camera. And in here we have FPS monitor for demonstrating the FPS and also the final result on of anything in here we want. It's a monitoring system, honestly. Okay, first we need to open this script DNN Object Detection Webcam Texture in the Visual Studio. As you can see, it is the full mechanism of object detection related to that database we have and attached it to our streaming assets folder. I want to inform you we have something cool in this script. Let me to find it. Maybe it's better to use our droplet. So yeah, this guy. In here, we can see the label of any detected object as an UI or GUI element. Look at this. It is for making rectangle, and this is for making our names. So in here we can get what is the this current object of a detected object, so we can monitor it and make a restriction for that. For example, if we put an if in here and we will say these class names contains person, let's to demonstrate it. If the class name is not person, okay, don't show it. And I want to make a public boolean is person equal false. Okay, and I will say in this part, if it is person, let's make it true. If it is not person or anything else, make it false. We will use this variable in the future. Okay, let's come back to our Unity editor. I don't want to use this UI elements, so I may disable them, and maybe we don't need to have FPS monitor as well because for better optimization. Okay, it's demonstrating person, but oh, we still have that rectangle, but without name and position. Let's come back to our script. We had something in here for drawing the rectangle. We will cut this part and put it here. Okay, let's come back to our Unity. Now, again, I'm a person, for sure, but It just detect my hand, but no detection of any objects. This is exactly the things we need. Okay, now we want to find out where is the position of our person. As you can see in here, we have a rectangle, right? And if I move, or for example, in this distance, you can better understand. It follows me and make a rectangle exactly in the size of the person. So we need to find out the middle position of this rectangle in here. For example, on my chest. This is the middle of this rectangle, and use this middle point for demonstrating another object or collider or particle system, anything you want. Okay, let's do this. First, we need to understand how it can draw a rectangle around of that object. As you can see in the draw pad, we have several parameters: left, top, right, and bottom. In here, in the rectangle, it used left and top as a position X, for example, and right and bottom as a next position. As you can see, it has 2 points, initiate point and the end point. So our rectangle, for example, this white is our rectangle. This is the 0, 0. Now let me to show you in the real rectangle. Okay. This is our first point. In here it's called point P1. This guy. In here. And here, this is the point 2, P2. Okay, if we want to find out the position of P1, so as you can see, it has been defined by left and top. And for the position of point 2, it is right and bottom. Okay, so these are double. So we have the positions. Okay, let's do stop the game and let me create a vector tree. For example, public, or maybe vector 2, y3, because it is 2D. Start point and public vector 2 and point, and we will see the middle point. For example, public vector 2 middle point. Perfect. Come back here and we say let's to create our start point inside of when we detect our person. Start point equal new vector 2. We have to say it is left and top, but because the vector 2 is a float variable, so we need to convert our double variables to float variable. Okay, first call it float left 2, for example. Okay, inside the parentheses we'll say float and left, and in here we will have something else for top and top. Now for a start point we will say it is left 2 and top 2. For the endpoint, we have the same endpoint, but end has been made by right and bottom. So in here we have right, 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 and the bottom, 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 and bottom. Okay. But if we want to find out where is the middle point, I've made a video on my YouTube channel. You can find it. I explained how to find the middle point between 2 points in 2D and 3D. I will put the link of this video on from my YouTube channel in the description of this video. But anyway, in here, for example, this is our middle point, is start point plus end point, and here we have 2F. So this is our middle point. Now we have the position of our middle point. For example, let's to make a print. Oh no, maybe do it directly. I will create another variable. Let's call it public game object body obj. Okay, and I will say body obj dot transform dot position equal new vector 3 middle point dot x and middle point dot y, and for example it can be 1 something, or I don't know, 5. We can change it in the future, and we will say if body object, if we have this parameter in here, we have body object dot setActive the is person. Now we can understand if that object we have detected is a person. Let's do setActive true and enable this object, and then set the position of that body object in the middle of our rectangle. And if that object is not a person, okay, let's to hide it. Okay. For example, this is our object. I've added this body. Look at this, and also this material. Okay, it's fine. I copy this name and in here, oh sorry. Okay, the position of it is exactly in the middle of position, and body object. Fine. I don't know, 50, 50, 50, something like this. Maybe bigger, maybe smaller. We will check it out together. And code, and this is our body object. Drag and drop to the here. And let's see what will happen? Okay, it is a person and it is active, and if it is not a person, it is disabled. But as you can see, the position of the demonstrating our 3D model is not correct. The reason is, let me explain. These are our vectors, okay? 99 and 123. Let me make a cube and show you in the real place, for example, 555, something like this, okay? And let's copy these parameters for this cube. Look at this. As you can see, this start point should be here, not here, because the 99 of the real unity has been started from here. Let me to create a sphere as demonstrating the 0, 0, 0 of unity. Look at this. Okay. This 99 has been started from here. This guy. Okay? But in fact, in here, this 99 has been started from here. This is the reason of this problem in positioning system. And also you will see the end point here, this point, is 630 and 613 and also 480 in here. So in fact, our middle system works well because that point was here and then it is the next point, so the middle point is here, okay? But the problem is our positioning system of this quad. So for fixing this problem, we need to change this positioning system. And I want to create an empty object. I create okay, and then I call it a screen. Oh, sorry, a screen parent. Okay, and put it as a 0, 0, 0. I want to simulate the positioning system of a unity with our screen positioning. Okay, and then I put this code as a child of this screen parent, but we need to make sure it has to be the half of the y, but in the bottom, 240. And also, it has to be here. So the 0, 0, 0 of the unity in here, it is equal with 0, 0, 0 of this vector 2 of our screen. But the difference is the y parameter has to be opposite, exactly like our visual 2D screen positioning system. So The difference is we need to come back to our script, and in here add a minus. Now let's put my camera in the 320 and minus 240. Perfect. Now let's see. Okay, where is our object? Perfect. It is middle of the rectangle, but the angle of it is wrong, and also the size of it. Okay. It has to be 30, and also the size can be 200, 200, 200. Something like this. Let's test together. As you can see. Now let me... Oh, let's come back to our script and change this. For example, remove this parameter. And maybe... Oh, yes. Let's increase the size of, for example, 505 to make it real. I think it has to be in the center of here. So I create an empty object and put it as a body object, 0, 0, 0, something like this. And then in here, body object and body mesh, something. Okay. And then in the script code, I will add this body object. Let's see together. Or maybe we need to change the pivot point. I put it somewhere like this. And let's see. Okay, now it is fine. Now it is correct. The position of it is correct. So in here we need to change the orthographic camera to perspective, for example, and change it to this angle. Make sense? And the final point, maybe we can change this material of transparent to it is unlit transparent. Okay, unlit transparent cutout. Ah, yeah, it's fine. Look at this. It is exactly that thing we are looking for. That's it. So You can add any function to your object. For example, body collider, and you can add a trigger or collider and hit this object or anything you want, or other uh, particle systems even. Now I think the material needs to change again from limit to lit cutout. Sounds great. Okay, I hope this uh, tutorial will be helpful for you. I want to invite you to watch my other videos and subscribe, and don't forget to like and put the comments for this video. Have a great time. Bye bye.